course I properly switched on. Having to press the activator button, what else would you expect?
Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. How are you doing? Welcome to the Truman Show. So, let's see if you got some audio. Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good night. We got some audio. Right, it's not the brilliant quality, but anyway. So, what is going on today? Well, we're just going to carry on. Let's get some more stuff working. Get the AF and the RF gain knob doing our AF and RF gain. Last time we did the band. Got the band going. It's tempting to expand this a bit and have a few extra bands in there, if you know what I mean. Anyway, tempting. So I've got to align these up a bit better. I had to put some up, some down, because this isn't actually, because it's a real picture stroke AI generated. It's not actually level, so yeah. So let's see what else we've got to do. So we've got to get the function selector working with all this stuff, depending on what mode, what's being selected. So yeah, so we're doing alright. We're getting there slowly. So, just trying to think what to work on tonight. Yeah, so these buttons need to change back to something else when you're not in scan, and you're not allowed to scan unless you're in the scan mode. And if we start to scan while we're doing a scope sweep, it needs to cancel the scope sweep out or something, whatever you click on last. Yeah, so, and so I need to get the center span doing the right frequency. At the minute it's just set on an arbitrary amount. Get the level working, that'll be nice. Get the level. So you alter this, maybe put some livery on here telling you what it's doing. So at the minute, that whatever this does is up here. So it means to be multifunction control. What does the real one say? It says multi. The other one says volume, squelch, stroke, RF gain. I don't need a click feature on it, so at the minute we haven't got a click on it, so I'm going to have an extra click feature on that. We've got one on that one. I need to put a click on that one to put, and it sends the frequency into whatever control we've got open at the time. So you scroll it up and down, it changes it directly. If we're in a band scope, sorry, a station scope mode, and we've got a station and we've had to tune it, you double click or click and it puts that into the, updates it with the correct value. Anyway, there's so much to do, but let's count what we haven't got going yet. Right, the quick memory bank, that adds one from the station scope to the station scope list, but it's really toggling quick memory bank. It should say quick memory bank, not OMB. Should say quick memory bank. Right, this is labelled up wrong. AI generated that. It should be M into V, memory into VFO, and then we've got VFO into memory, so it should be the opposite of that. I'm not sure if we need this kind of stuff. Yeah, so we need to sort out the memory stuff. But tonight Then we've got switch VFO and memory, put the VFO into the memory bank, and then put the memory into the VFO bank. Not sure these are really needed. And you've got A and B, which switches A and B. I think we got that working partially. And on the real one, the band does band, and if you hold it, it does mode. So click once, band, hold it. Don't know, maybe do mode. Because on the real one, there's a little mode written on here. Fast, slow seems to work. Down here, center, it just works on center only. 3D SS, there's no such thing at the minute. Multi, no, we haven't got multi. We could have expand, but where it sort of shrinks that, I think we won't do that. Basically we're mimicking what reverse engineering, mimicking what the FT710 does, just to make it familiar. The whole reason is to make it familiar with what people know. Whether they actually do anything, I don't know. Then you've got span and speed, does exactly the same. Then we've got a start and stop. Let's turn the radio on, the other one, and find out whether start and stop was a thing. Don't think it was. So we've got speed, no. So we ended up with 2 extra controls, start and stop. Start and stop what? Because I'm doing the start and stop automatic, I don't know. But so we've ended up with 2 extras for some reason. Anyway, so because this screen is more oblong than the FT710, so I've had to make a few changes. Now we've got to decide whether we want the ability to click on the wattage or the mode to bring up the panel, and whether we click on VFOA to swap them. Actually, I think the 710 you can actually click on stuff. Let me try. So if we so the expand, I can see what it does. It moves everything up and gets rid of the notch filters and all that. You can click on mode. Actually, clicking on mode does bring up mode, so that's very important to add to that. So we click on the thing, we get mode. If I click on that, we get mode. So there's more than one way to bring the mode menu up. So I think what we'll do, we'll get the mode one done next. So the mode is quite an extensive, so it's got an extra row. It's got an extra row down here, the mode has. So let's just get rid of band. Oh, that's not even the real radio, it's just a thumbnail. So anyway, let's crack on with it.
Of course I brought this switched on. Having to press the activator button, what else would you expect?
Okay. So let's just give it a bit of a demo. We had a good contact on the end of the last stream, Canada. That was a good one. First time we used the radio, and we had a good contact. Yeah, we found out the guy we spoke to also had a YouTube channel. So your band works over here. So let's just go to that one. Let's have at the minute we click that or put this, switch that on. So we could do something with these two. So these two aren't on the real display. I don't know why I put start and stop. You could change them to whatever you want. So we've got span. See, 1K and 2K is just a bit too. Don't think we need it. And you probably don't need 1000K. So if we go on 1000K, then we click on. We'll let it count down, do a span, a scope, right? Anyway, we're getting some good progress done. So what we aren't doing is changing this. That should be changing this as well. In this mode, center mode. We've also got another mode, which is cursor, and then we've got fixed, which we're not doing anything with. So all we're doing anything with is center at the minute. You can change your speed. Actually, does the speed do anything? Right, so there's a speed setting which we've got in there, but does it do anything? Not at the minute. So what would the speed do? It's the speed of the waterfall, isn't it? So yeah, so I don't know. I don't think we need those controls, but I'm trying to make it look the same for now. You know, we've got to find uses for this stuff at some point. I mean, I'm happy just to get something out of it. There's no way to stop that. Switch it off, but it still completes. Oh, and at the minute we should be able to click. Yeah, so if we could click there, so it needs to know where it's drawing. So you basically, it'll bring up, I don't know. There's so many options, it's crazy. But anyway, I just want to get the basic functions working first. So we got fast, slow button. Normally that would come down here on FT. On FT891 it would be down here, but we're using the display off a combination. So clicking that should do the same as A and B. We've got to do more work on A and B. It's not working right. Not surprised, because we haven't actually finished it off. Right, I don't know, there's a lot to do, so I think we'll get... Let's get the mode. Should we get the mode done? Yeah. Or should we get the AF controls work? No, let's do the mode. So we did band last time, so we want mode. So if we click here, it should bring up mode. And if you hold band, it brings up mode, but I think we'll just go off the AM one. Anyway, so last time we did a... this was the band user control, so we need to copy that. And we're going to call it a mode user control, so let's do that. Let's first move this user control into... let's close it down. And move the band user control wherever it is. There it is. Okay, so we've got some stuff going on there. So I'm going to move that now into user controls. Keep the list tidy. So we've got user controls there. Cat command, helper functions. Right, the rest can stay there for the minute. This dictionary is going to go, this cat dictionary. So we will need to go into user controls and copy band user control. Copy, and we're going to paste it in there. Right, so we've got a copy of it. We're going to call this one mode user control. There we go. So that's gone ahead and set that, so we've just got to do some copying. That's showing analog meter for some reason. Right, so we've got to double click on that. Unexpected exception, so it's still saying band, and it's got to say mode. Okay, and then we've got to go to the code behind and change band to mode and to mode and mode. Actually, we should just change everything that says band to mode, shouldn't we? Right, so okay. Right. Mode. Select mode. I don't know why it's got the frequency on there. It's weird, isn't it? Okay, select band, select mode. I'll leave frequency on at the minute. What else is the bands? So we need modes. I might already have one called modes. That might be a problem. Right. Mode changed. Routed events. Mode. Routing strategy bubble. So mode. Everything's a mode. Mode. Still more modes. And yet more. Hope you're all okay. Oops. Modes. So we'll change that in a minute. Current mode. Current band frequency. We don't need that one probably. Band user control. Mode user control. Okay, band window canvas down. So mode. Window canvas down, change mode, code, switch value, right, okay, change the mode, we've got to change all these, and mode, a lot of modes in here. So anyway, I don't know why I'm still creating this software. It's for myself, so because I'm going on holiday and I need to use this one instead of an FT710. Although it would be far easier to take the FT710. Probably take up the. I don't want to smash it though. So we'll sort them out in a minute. So we've got mode. Right, so let's keep going down the list. Current mode equals mode. So we're reusing code we've already made because it works and there's no point in starting all over again from nothing. We'll leave that one there. Foreground, band, mode. Okay, so these are going to come up with red errors until we go in and change some of the stuff. So we've got to change that to mode and mode, and we'll change some of these as well. We'll have to put the modes in there eventually. Let's just go down the list and do the rest of the code before we do that. Oh, that is it. Okay, so yeah, we've got complaints of an X name that's the same. So let's bring up mode. What have we got? LSB. So this is border. We don't need the underscore anymore. So LSB border And we want text block LSB. Okay, text, and text will be LSB. So it's programming like it's a lot of repetitive stuff. Then we want USB, and USB. Okay, what's next? Right, CW -L. So CW -L. Will it let us have that? Should do. Let's try it. CW -L. CW -L. Okay, and the next one, guess what the next one is? CWU -U. CW -U. CW -U. This is dead boring, isn't it? Oh, let's put some radio on. CW -U. Let's just build it. Right, let's stick some radio on. Let's find something to listen to. Do we try sideband? Let's try some sideband. Change the aerial over. I love my antenna switch. Works great. You can do it one-handed. Right, so let's find something on 20 meters. They're coming in all right.
Have a nice evening there.
Nice evening, nice day. Have a nice day. I will have a nice day. Enjoy your food. I will try. Right, let's keep going. Let's not lose the concentration. So, oh, it's come up with a load of noise on that one now.
Barcelona, 73, thank you.
Right, what is going on here? Right, mode.
Okay, I copied the Mike
AM.
58, Mike 58 again.
AM and AM narrow. So AM, because we're reusing the code here.
Mike Whiskey, I'm looking for Mike Whiskey 8. Mike Whiskey 8 again. Okay, Kilo Uniform Zulu. Mike Whiskey 8, Kilo Uniform Zulu. Good afternoon.
AM hyphen
59,
N. Oh dear. AM hyphen N narrowband FM. AM minus N. I need a name for the log. Oh dear. Right, FM and FM narrow.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Mostin. Thank you very much for having the log. My name is Rui. That's London, United India. I wish you a very pleasant afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Mostin.
Oh, that's it. FM and FM narrow.
Okay, thank you. 73, Mr. Mostin. Thank you. Mike Italy 0. Mike Italy 0. Okay. Mike Italy 0, November Delta Kilo. Good afternoon. 59, sir, Roger.
Right, this is monotonous, isn't it? Right, okay. Monotonous. What's after FM? Narrow. Data L.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nigel. You are in the log, sir. I wish you a very pleasant afternoon. My name is Louis, like London, United India. Great to have you.
Data hyphen L.
A pleasant evening. 73, bye-bye, sir. Thank you.
Data hyphen L, whatever that is.
Golf 6, Italy, November, Lima. Did I get that correct?
What's off that one? Data upper. Data FM, data upper. Right, so
I need your name, please. What is your name?
upper.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Mark. You are in the log. You are 5 and 9, and I wish you a very pleasant afternoon. 73, Mr. Mark. Thank you.
Pleasant. A very pleasant afternoon.
What is Golf Fox Whiskey? Golf Fox Whiskey?
Right, data FM narrow. Bloody hell. Shit, I bet just loads of them. Data FM.
Fantastic. Thank you, Mr. John. Fantastic. Greetings to Manchester, and hope to hear you many times again. My name is Louis, like London, Uniform India. To the central part of Serbia. 73, sir. Thank you.
Serbia. Right, I'm getting fed up now with this repetitive.
Whiskey Echo again.
Right, so this is complicated. D-FMN. Bloody hell. D-FM
Fantastic. Thank you. Hello,
N.
David. Good afternoon, David. Beautiful signal, sir. You are 5'9" as well in central part of Serbia, and my name is Louis, like London, United India, Roger?
Hello, Louis. I think I spoke to Louis before.
Okay, fantastic. So you are near Liverpool. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant afternoon. See you soon again.
We got radios galore here. Oh, sorry.
Charlie, Juliet, Tango, is that Mexico 3, Roger?
John Morong. How are you doing? I've seen you before. You've been on before. Welcome.
73, and I haven't been a long time.
Yes, you're right. Working my butt off. You've been working your bottom side off on this program. Great job, thank you. Those guys from Serbia never confirm contacts. Oh, I don't know. They don't confirm on QRZ.
Please, can I have your call sign once more, please? Again.
Oh, it's nearly brimming to the top of the the lines. This is the FT710.
Okay, fantastic.
That's coming through on.
Tango Radio Lima. Thank you, Mr. Ross. Thank you.
It's coming through on the scope. The real one.
My name is Louis, Lima, United India. Roger.
I'll tell you what. Let's have a look. He's powerful. Let's put it onto the other radio. I'm gonna have to load you up on this one. Right. Let's just get you up on. This is the radio. The last compile. The switch. So it's 250. So if I just go on to 250.
Altitude 3,550. 173.
Right, and let's turn it up. Oh, it's in AM. Put it in sideband.
Radio Papa Mike, good afternoon. Nice to see you again, sir. Very good afternoon. You are 5'9", 59.
Yeah. So, yeah, it actually looks similar to the other one.
I do have you on the 23rd of March 2026. Have you the log? Is that the Roger?
You could go on the span and go in.
So pleasant afternoon, 73, and see you soon again. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mexico 1, Charlie Victor Kilo. Mexico 1, Charlie Victor Kilo. Good afternoon. Great signal, sir. You are 5'9", 59, Roger?
Yeah, I do a lot of hours on it, and I also do work full time as well in the day.
Thank you very much,
but this is what I do for a rest, if you can call it a rest.
Great copy, sir. 5959, Roger.
But I like doing it.
Pleasant evening too. 73. Bye bye. Thank you. QRZ Yankee Tango 3. Papa
Yeah,
Lima.
control it remotely. Anyway, let's crack on. So,
What is Foxtrot Italy? Foxtrot Italy.
yeah, so you could do, it's on the PC, you could set up.
Hello, Mr. A. To Echo 1, Delta Fox Italy. Good evening.
Work is amazing, right? Okay, thank you.
59, Roger.
Anyone can do this kind of work if they just. Hang on, let's go back over to the other radio. It's got a slightly better tone on it. Yeah, anyone can do the work. I could never understand why. For years, over the years, I always assumed everyone could do the same stuff. It's just that they decided to go. So they go down the pub and have a drink instead of working for hours. Yeah, I mean, it'll frighten me to work out how many hours of streaming I've done on all the not just this project, other projects. I spent my whole life basically working on projects, sort of. But I enjoy it, so anyway, I think I enjoy it. I can't wrap my head around program I learned basic back in the day, and line numbers ruined me. Yeah, line numbers. Yeah, I started programming on a Commodore 16 computer, and that was just Commodore Basic. So most people were playing games on it, and I was more interested in creating a little card game, pontoon card game, creating it, not playing it, but actually creating one. I get more enjoyment out of making it than playing it. Yeah. So what would be awesome if we could run a little server to control this remotely? Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can put that in. I've got stuff built into my other stuff. Yeah, I'll show you. I know it's a bit of a divert, but I'll show you all the server stuff that I've got built into my main software. I've already got the code for it. Right, here we go. Because it talks to the controllers through the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet, so it wouldn't take much to set up a port forwarding and all the rest of it. So you got your packet module. There's your packets. Where do I find it? Don't know if it's part of the packet system.
Very good audio card and beautiful radio anyway. Thank you very much, Mr. Keith. Nice to see you. Have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, UDP packets, send and receive. Look, send packet. So sockets. It's a socket. Look. That's probably not the right one, is it? So it's sending the buffer to the socket. That's not the. Oh no, hang on. That's the actual class itself. I've got routines here for. I don't know if it's in this piece. Oh, sorry. I've got a class called UDP somewhere. Yeah, I've got a folder called TCP UDP sockets. I've got TCP sockets and UDP sockets. So we've got event listeners and send sockets. Here's the send socket. So what it's doing is basically here's the send socket, multicast socket, setup sockets, multicast time to live. We've got send packet, nice, yeah. And then we've got listener sockets, so we listen for incoming packets. So we've got a listener. Here's your listener. Listener equals a new socket address family internetwork datagram, and it's a protocol top UDP, so send and forget. Some packets of data, they're just asking, are you okay, is everything good? You don't need a TCP connection for something. You don't want it to answer you back sometimes for speed wise. Like if you're streaming a video or audio, if it misses a bit, you know, if it's live data, you don't want it to go back and try to pick up the bit that it's missed, because you've lost it. So it's live data. So yeah, so you got it all built in basically, and it talks to my devices via the internet or wireless, same thing. Anyway, let's carry on with this then. Yeah, welcome anyway. We can put stuff into it, but I've been looking at, you know, like that Station Master does it all anyway. I think does it all, and there's other software that does it all as well. And I don't think I'm gonna. He's getting a bit loud, isn't he? Hang on, turn him down a bit. Yeah, I'm not trying to make a full-blown copy of main software. I'm just doing the software for this rig, the radio in question. And I can't see. I mean, you could expand it to do an FT710, but I can't see a point, because 710's got it all built in anyway. See what I mean? But what I will do, in the title for this one, we've got, and it's still not too late to request a feature, so come and add your 2 pence worth to the comments or live chat. Yeah, because I can't think of everything that needs to go in there, so my goal is just to get it a working thing as best as I can. Just get it working as best as we can, and when it's in stable, you know, in a state which is working, get some people to try it out. I'll do some testing, because I'm gonna use it myself anyway. So I'm gonna take it on holiday with me on a laptop, plug it in. Cause I purposely bought a second-hand FT891 on purpose, because I didn't want to take a new one and drag it around. I would be too scared to do anything with it in case I scratch it. So I bought one with a couple of scratches on it. And I built a cage for it, so I'll put it in a cage anyway, with a tuner, and with take a laptop, plug it in, and away we go. Away we go. So, and I will use it off the laptop. I want to do some. Mine is in the mobile. Have you got one, have you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we got to try and get as many people to test it as I can. Some people were asking me how much is it going to cost, if it's not too dear. I don't think they get it. When I tell them it's free, I don't think they get it. But it's just free. It's free. I'm doing it because I'm putting a PC in it, and I already have solar batteries. Oh, you got, yeah, on your mobile truck thing, whatever it is, yeah, van, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's it, yeah. I would love to get a van set up, because I could leave some radio. You could set up your radio equipment in your van, or camper van, whatever it is. Yeah, mobile truck. Yeah. I'm just gonna put it out there for free. It's gonna be free. Yeah, just anyone can use it. All I say normally is if Well, I'll show you what I did on some software I made. Hang on. There we go. I might have showed you this already. Right, so I've got one song called Event Horizon. It's a database software. I programmed it for work. I programmed it in my time for work, but I've added some extra stuff to it at work. I made it open source. So, I'll show you. This is what I normally say, but I haven't even set the Patreon up for this. I've never received a penny or anything for any of this work. It's only really any good for probably just businesses or people wanting to keep track of events happening. So here it is, 450 man hours. Dave Paul Jack GPL3. Buy me a coffee on Patreon. That's it. So if they find it useful, if they use it on a daily basis, or they think it's useful, if everyone just buys me a coffee, but that's not even finished, I think it won't go anywhere. If I click it, it's going to ask me to set it up. But free as in freedom, so GPL3, free software, so it's no charge. I'm just happy to work on it and just get it going. It might, I mean, there's other software out there, probably better, but you know, lots better stuff. I don't know. I've not looked at anything. There's a few people been on the channel. Actually, here's the people that have been on the channel under these memos. We had Otis on, M0Y Yankee Hotel Romeo. He's a Java programmer. Then we had Rob on, G7UIV. He does Windows Forms programming. And we got Mark S. Aeronaut. He does back end for big companies, back end stuff. And then we've got a user Abus CRX recommends use voice meter banana in. It's like some kind of voice sound control you put in for streaming and stuff. And then this Otis, he's created his own cat control software or login. It's a login software called Picondo. It uses Hamlib for maps. So that's his software. We said we we're going to have a look at that one day. So what we might do when we finish this series, when we finish programming, this thing's, it's got all sorts in it. This is for filtering out stuff, multiple users and all the rest of it. Anyway, so what we might do is when we finish this software, but I'll warn you now, I've never ever finished a software. I've finished it, but you never finish software. There's always something you've got to do. More extra feature creep they call it, feature creep. So, but it's in a working state, and with this modern C# and Windows Presentation Foundation, once you've got a working system, there's no real, it's not like it used to be where you have to debug stuff. You know, as long as you keep it under control. Hello, Mr. Otis. Chris, it's Chris. We just hi Chris, welcome. Hope you're okay. So there's Mr. Otis, Chris, who created this software I was just telling you about. We're gonna. What I want to do after this series, after we got this functional. So once we've got the software functional, it's functional now, but once we've got everything ironed out, not ironed out, all this doing what it's supposed to do and all this stuff, and all these buttons, then we'll have time to perhaps look at some software. We'll try installing a few bits. Have an episode or two where, well, a few where we try any software. We try it out live. Try and set it up live. You know, it's not a tutorial. It's not like this is how you do it. This is just us live trying to do it. Not a recorded. Yeah, all well here. Oh, the same for you. Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, not too bad. Bit tired today. I was a passenger today, driving around, and I started falling asleep. Now, getting tired. Just driven around, bored mainly. Going to different sites. Yeah, the day job. You know, the dreaded day job you have to do to keep the light on, even though the light's not on. It's off. But yeah, beside the point. Yeah, so we had a good end of the last live stream. Was good because I made the contact to Canada on this, the first contact on this radio, using the radio. Yeah. So anyway, right, let's crack on then. Let's do a bit of work while we're going. Welcome everyone. It's all good stuff. So yeah. All I say, if anyone uses it and they find it of use, then just buy the coffee. That's it. I don't drink coffee, but you know, I don't know. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's one of them. It's a funny one. It is a funny one. Everyone should try to quit their day job, really, if they can. But it's not easy to do. I've been trying to do it since I was about 33. Right, anyway, let's crack on with this. So we've got an error. Right, so we're going to get these errors, so it's not going to show us anything until we've finished. So we almost got there. Let's crack on. So we've just got to do this. That's it. D-FM-narrow -narrow. Right. That's those two done. Now we've run out, so we're going to have to copy and paste, which means we're going to have to. Why's that suddenly gone over there? Bonsoir. Bonsoir, merci, thank you. Right, something going on here. What is going on? Oh, I see. Right, I might as well lift that up, hadn't I, really? Let's lift that up so we can see what we're doing. Right, so we've got another one. What's the next mode? RTTY L. Okay. Whoever uses these modes, RTTY. Does anyone use these modes or not? RTTY L. RTTY, isn't that some kind of Bell Laboratories transfer of data at such a slow baud rate? They call it RTTY. RTTY, RTTY. RTTYL. RTTY -L. RTTY-L. Right, some more. Right, it's done a bit of a strange one on me. What's next? RTTYU. Oh, we've only got two more after this one. RTTYU. RTTYU, upper and lower. And there's a couple more. Right, we got PSK. PSK. Frequency shift keying. PSK. I think we ought to invent a new one. What do you reckon? PSK. Why can't we have mode FT8? Should be able to select FT8 or FT1, whatever mode you want. So what's this last one? Preset. Right, I've no idea what preset is. Never tried it. Maybe that's where you put your FT8, I don't know. Anyway, let's have one called preset, just for completeness. Preset.
Your name, please, sir. Your name. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin. Great to have you in the log. I do wish you a very pleasant evening and the few soon ahead. The name is Louis, Lima United India.
Oh, I remember Louis now, yeah.
73, bye-bye, Martin. Thank you.
Right, so we've got that there. We need now to go to the background and put all these in there because it's stopping the form from showing. It's stopping it from coming up here, so we'll go back over to here and we've got to change all these ones with red lines now. Right, so the default, so current mode, does anything go with mode? It doesn't, does it? So why did I have band on there? Ah, because it needed then to switch it in, so let's get rid of that one. We need to create these now. These are wrong. So we've got to start from the start. LSB. LSB. USB. CWL. CW, I think L. Ah, it won't like that. I'll have to do an underscore there for that. CW underscore upper. AM narrow, AM and AM underscore narrow. So right, so these are actually in a different order. They're in a different order to on the FT710 to the FT891. They're in a different order, so we're going to have to map those orders round. Right, so we've got AM narrow, FM and FM narrow, FM narrow, and we've got data L, data U, data lower, data upper. Oh, what happened there? Right, and we got data FM, data, yeah, data FM, and we've got a weird look, DFMN, data FM narrow. Oh, we can't have those. So what is the last? Is that the last one? No. RTTY RTTY lower. RTTY upper. PSK. Frequency shift key. And preset. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Very good. You are calling me and you don't know my call sign. Fantastic.
Okay, so default mode is going to be USB.
The call sign is Yankee Tango.
There we go.
Papa Lima YT3 PL. Great to have in the log, sir. Roger, roger.
Right, so we need now to change the tag values of some of these last few. Right, so we've got 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Starts at 0. Yeah. So it ends at 15. Yeah, so there's 16 different 16 different settings. So it's like hexadecimal. Yeah. It's just a single hex digit, isn't it? Yeah. 0 to F. Right, so what else we got to change here? Mode. Event handler. USB is the default. Default color background. So we want to go USB. Oh, USB. Right, what is it? Border. And USB text block. Okay. That sorts the default one out. Now we've still got some errors. Oh yeah, it's all these down here. So change mode. That's fine. That's going to be an error. Mode, left mouse button down. So we need to find the this band here needs to change to mode. So we need to copy that all the way down here. I wonder why it's doing that. Shifting over. It's weird. Okay. They've all gone weirdly formatted now. Don't know why. Little Hampton. Oh, this has all gone a bit weird, hasn't it? So it's in the right place, but the formatting has gone to shit. Oh, I ain't gonna do that now, I'll do it another day. Well, yeah, that's okay. Right, let's get back over here, so let's carry on. So this is gonna be LSB border, and this is gonna be LSB text block. No. What's wrong with that? LSB. I've missed the T out. Look at that. I got rid of the T by accident. Should go right. Yeah, that's all right now. And then we got USB. These are just the default to take the selection away from the next selection. So it shows you the selection. CWL, C, W underscore L. CW underscore L. Right, it's not liking that. Why not? CW-L. Right, I don't know why that's not going in. CW-L border. Oh. Right, that is weird, isn't it? So, it won't let you put that in. Oh, didn't complain at the time. So, right, we can't do that then, so we've got to be careful. Underscore L. Underscore L. The text can have it in, but the name... Oops, what's going on here? It's all these that have got these in. Can't have a minus because minus is used to. You can have a minus in the text though. The minus is used in a formula, so yeah, that's why you can't have a minus.
What is the fucking Russian warship doing in Isle of Wight area? My God!
Did he just swear then?
It's crazy. The world is getting crazy, you know.
You can't swear on a ham radio. Dear me, Louis, what are you doing?
I haven't watched the news, but I'm going to take a look at the news now. I'll take a break because I lost my voice anyway. And
something going on the news by the sound of it. Enough for him to swear on ham radio. Louis, you swore on the radio. Mind you, you might have had a good reason. Don't know. We've got our radios. If they cut our internet, we've still got our radios. Still make a communication with our radios. If we can get past the jammers. That's one of the reasons I bought my FT891S a few years ago. Don't want to be in a position with no comms. Okay, so we finished. Right, okay. So this is a bit painful, but it's got to be done. CW underscore. Maybe we could get UI to do it for us. UI, not UI, AI. Sorry, AI. CW underscore U. I mean, it's got Copilot, but I don't think I've enabled it. Right, so AM next. AM underscore Nara. Is that the one? Yeah. AM underscore Nara. No, it's FM. FM and FM underscore narrow.
John, Yankee Tango 3, number 3, not number 8. Yeah, Yankee Tango 3. Well, John, I hope it doesn't happen. It's because, first of all, I got the family, very close family that is a British officer. And he would be the first one to go in the war, you know, so...
Oh, it's all about going to war. British officers going to war. Data L, data upper. Data upper. Alright, what's next? Data FM.
It's everything going upside down. It's everything going upside down. I'm so very sorry to hear this. Anyway.
Data DFM Nara.
Thank you for letting me the news. I will be watching TV in a few minutes and see what's going on.
Oh, sounds like there's a war going on. From this bloke.
And I will see what's happening anyway. Take care, John, and
World War III, or between Russia and the UK, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Right, so Nara, that's the one. Something going on the TV. News. Right, we've run out there, so we're going to have to put some more in.
23, thank you very much, thank you. Gentlemen, I got the station Mexico 0, Victor Charlie Alpha. Are you still here, sir? Yeah?
Alright, so Data Nara.
Mexico 0, Victor Charlie Alpha. I'm sorry, sir, for keeping you waiting, but
FM Nara.
a few things that I didn't hear.
Right, then we've got Ritty L.
I had to listen to him for a while. Very good evening to you. You are fine in Serbia, sir. Yep.
Right, what's after that? PSK.
Of course, my call sign is Yankee Tango number 3 Papa Lima. Yankee Tango 3 Papa Lima. And my name is Louis, like a London
another one.
It's crazy. The world is getting crazy, man. You know, I have nothing to say really, because
Preset.
you know, I was in Gambia a couple of times last year. People very, very poor and very depend on petrol. If there is no petrol in Gambia, there is no electricity. They use petrol to make electricity. And when you see things happening like this, you know, it makes you sick, because they work for a very little money. They got about 40 pounds for 1 month's wages, you know, can you imagine? And it's getting crazy. The world is getting crazy, man.
No, there's one person getting crazy. And the system is they have to follow the one person. That's the problem. Nobody's... They put the system in place that they can't do anything. Shame.
Thank you very much. I will be going to watch the news anyway to see what's happening. Thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, everybody, for calling me. See you, everybody, soon again. Thank you very much. Sorry, I have to QT. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, right, I'll just copy these in here now. Save doing this again. I'll just copy them and I'll change it to Dodger Blue after. Change it to Dodger Blue later on. I'll change one now, so we remember. Go up and down, scrolling up and down. Alright, so we're getting there. So we should be able to select the mode soon, that'll be great. Select the mode, it's painful, but once they're done, aren't they? Once they're done. Let's just fix some of these. Hey, I would do this quickly, but I'll give AI a rest for a while. So where do we get to? CW upper. AM. AM narrow. Oh, he's gone away. He's gone away. He's given us all the bad news. Now he's gone away. Right. Oh. Right, where do we get to? AM narrow. FM. Yeah, it's painful. I don't know. FM narrow. FM narrow. Data. Really, I mean, there's nobody's going to use all these, but you got. I don't know if anyone uses AM. Maybe they're going to use them for something at some point. It's got the ability. It's got the ability. So what did we do last? Data L. I'm losing my concentration. Data upper. Data upper. Data upper. Where are you? FM. Data FM. Data FM. Right, Data FM narrow. Data FM narrow. Right, so we're missing something. Data FM narrow. Okay, RITI lower. RITI lower. So we need to paste a few. RITI lower. RITI upper. Right, RITI lower, RITI upper. And we got PSK. Oh, we're getting there. RITI upper, PSK. And we got preset. Preset. And the default one is USB, which is this one. Default, if it doesn't select some reason. So mode dot preset. Why is it still showing that? Mode dot PSK. Modes dot RTY upper. RTY lower. Data FM. Data FM narrow. Data FM. Data, small data, upper. Yeah, there's lots of data modes. Data lower. FM narrow. FM, and we've got God, what's this one? AM, narrow, AM, normal AM, CW, upper, CW, lower, and upper sideband. Yes. So we've still got some build errors. Let's just do a clean and a build. Is there anything else left? Cannot fall through from one case to another. Right, so let's have a look. We've got something with the name, same info in. Preset, so it doesn't like preset. Modes preset, so I must have spelt something wrong. Up here, preset. Nothing wrong with that. So, what doesn't it like about modes preset? No. Oh, it's got no brake. We're missing the brake. That's right. And we got the default one, that's fine. Right, so mode changed event org. So we're sending current band frequency. We've got the mode, we don't need. Oh, I'll tell you what we could do. Here's an idea. We could send the actual mode, the new version of it. Yeah, so we could send the frequency. So yeah, because these don't map out to the. These are the FT. I don't think they match anyway. Let's have a look if they match. Go up here. Rig mode. It might do. Let's have a look. Be nice if it did. Well, if it doesn't, right, here it is. Let's just split it there. Right. So 0 is a. Oh, got 1 as LSB. I don't think that's right. 0 is LSB, isn't it? 12 is RITI. Data FM is 10. Data USB is 10. Data L is 8. Data lower side, data upper. Data upper. We haven't got a data up. Oh, it's up there. Yeah, so they're all mixed up, yeah? They're all mixed up, so what we're going to do is we need to map them out to something else. So that'll get the data over to it, but we might as well send back the real number. Yeah, could be two. We might need, you know, it depends. Hang on. Right, so he's going to call this modes. FT710. Okay, now modes FT710. So FT710 modes. I was trying to mimic the FT710, but we'll use it for dealing with the menu because we don't want to mix it up. We want the radios to look the same. Don't want people's eyes trying to locate stuff in a different place. Then we'll have another one of these, which we've already got somewhere. We've already got some modes, so we've got to find out which ones we're using. Radio modes. Find all references. So we're using the radio modes. Yeah, they're working. So we'll go with radio modes. Right, so we've got it there as an E number. I don't really like E numbers, but we're using it there. This is part of this system, but I've got some structs somewhere else, and I'm pretty sure I've done modes as a struct somewhere else. No, it must have moved it. Must have moved it around. So, unless I got rid of it. Modes. So this is the modes. Right, we're in the mode, so it's not in there. Right. Oh, I've not done really anything with modes. So I thought I'd got it, so we're using that one. So we could do... We should be able to find that enum. So if I go back into here... Right, so we're going to set a variable. So this set frequency, it's going to be a int, and it's selected mode FT891. Okay, so we've got selected mode. Okay, FT710. So we're going to pass both of them back. So that's, oh, we're not going to send frequency. Oh, hang on. So it's a mode FT 891 710 mode FT 710. Right, so this has got to be mode FT 891 and int mode FT 710. Okay, so what is the problem here? Oh, we haven't got 891. There we go. That's good. All done. So we're going to pass both modes back. So we've already got those as a enum. So we'll leave them like that. Okay. So we're switching the mode that comes from the tag of the user control, the example. So in here we need a variable. So we need to set mode FT we've got FT710. No, I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I? No, that's right. So we need to set the mode of FT 891 equals enum, so it's rig modes. No, it's radio mode dot enum lsb. Oh, you've got to convert it to an int. Oops, what's going on? This is why I don't use enums. It doesn't know what that is. Why not? Right. Okay. Selected mode. Oh, change mode, that's why. Yeah, so selected mode. Actually, it needs to be a byte. Oh, it's an int. I might have them the wrong way. No, it's the wrong way around. I've got them. Sorry. So it's this 710. And this one needs to be an 891 as an int. Right, so these are the wrong way around. FT891. Okay. What's different? I don't get it. Oh, okay, I got it now. Right, so these are the wrong way around. Let's put that. So, no, I need the byte and I need to send back the extra bit. So that's the real one and that's the FT710. So, the real one is a byte, so it needs to be... Add it round the right way. Okay, this gets confusing. Right, that's it. Apart from... Yeah, that's right. Okay. Right, that's a weird as hell. Right. Okay. Right, so we're going down here. We've got the mode of the... No, that's a byte. Does not exist in the current context. Mode FT891. Right, so it doesn't see it. Is it because we're a public? Okay, right, so we've done it in a weird way. So we've called it, I normally call them the same thing. Okay, we'll do, I'll just put selected on the end of it. Selected mode. Still doesn't know what it is. No. Selected mode, so it's, what's the matter with it now? Does not exist. Why doesn't it exist? Oh, it's in a different class, is it? I don't get that. Oh, so we need a temporary... Ah, this is why. Here, look. I've added it to the wrong thing, so I need to send it back. Yeah, but that's right, so that's okay there, but we need to do... Need to set a current mode, so it needs to be FT710 No, byte FT891, and then this one needs to be an int current mode FT710. And why is it using, because it's a struct, right? So we need, this needs to be an enum. So this needs to be right, so it needs to be radio mode dot USB. Right, so that is a int. It needs to convert to byte. Okay. I have no clue what I'm doing now, but anyway, let's just convert to byte, not an S byte. What are you doing? Convert to byte. That, but it needs to be cast as an int. Otherwise I'll just convert the enum object to a thing, yeah. Okay, so is that good or bad? So we've got struct. So that's a byte. No, it's the other way around. Other way around, so right. We've lost all our data. Where's everyone gone? Where are they gone? Where is everyone? Come back.
Nice QSO. It's really nice to meet you again after the 2 years, and hopefully many times in the near future.
Is he from Q8?
And have a nice evening there. 4 X-ray 1 Oscar November, Oscar Hotel 8
I think he's from Q8.
Please take care. Bye-bye, opera.
Unless that's Louis again. Right, let's get this right. This is confusing. So we got. Let's go back up here. So the 710 is a byte, and the 891 is an int. Right, yeah. Because we're using a byte to select the 710 menu, but then we're converting it to an int for the 891. So byte is an 891. So this is the wrong way around. Look, that's got to be the same. Let's swap it over. So byte is an 891. No, it's not. FT710. And the thing we're passing back is the one for the 891. So it's 710. 710. 891. That's better. Right, okay. Right, so selected mode for the 891. Oh, it doesn't know it because we've got to change that to this one. This is it here. FT891 is a byte. So no. So hang on, let's go up again. Yeah, so that's got to be swapped round. Otherwise I'll go crazy. So 710 is actually a byte. That's it. And the 891 is a byte. So convert to byte. The int. No, we don't want a byte. Sorry, that's wrong. So that's the wrong way around. Byte and int. Right, so there we go, and there's no casting, so this is an int. We don't want to convert it to a byte because we need it as an int. That's it. So we got to cast it to an int, otherwise we end up with a something wrong. Right, it looks good so far. So we want to change the 891 here, so we've already done the 710. Selected mode of the 891 does not exist. So it isn't selected mode, it's this one. Current mode FT891. Right, equals it's an int, and we need to cast that to an int, that's right. Because we got value 0 there and we got a value 1 there. So there's a bit of translation going on. So we've got a 1 there and we've got a 1 there, so that matches. But it's selecting the wrong one. So we've got a 2 there and a 1 there. So we're translating the 2 between the 2. CW. So we don't have it. So it must be CW. That's a CW for the lower. So the upper matches the CWR. What's R? Upper? Don't know. This might be wrong. So then we've got AM. AM's AM. And AM here is 4 and 5. So AM narrow. Oh, we got. Oh, we don't know which one it is. 5 and 5. I've only got one AM narrow. That's weird, isn't it? So, what's wrong with our cat command AM FM? So we're missing something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're missing, we don't have that particular one. Okay, so if you choose either one you end up with just the one we have got. Right, so it's just going to be AM again. And this one's FM. Have we got an FM narrow? Yeah, we got an FM narrow. Data. Data lower sideband. Data upper sideband. And we've got a few more here. FM, so this is going to be... oh, it's just FM, is it? I thought we did... oh, data FM. Yeah, data FM. And we've got... do we have a data? Data narrow? Data FM narrow. FM narrow. Oh, that's FM narrow. Data, we've got data FM lower sideband. Oh, yeah. Upper sideband, lower sideband, data FM. Data FM narrow. We don't have one. Why don't we have one? That's weird. So we'll just have to go with data FM again. If it hasn't got a narrow setting, we'll just go with that one. They don't have the same things, I don't think, unless the terminology's mixed up. So RTTY lower sideband. RTTY upper sideband. PSK, I'm pretty sure there's no PSK. There's no PSK. So I don't know what the equivalent of the PSK. Let's just say it's data package frequency shift keying. It's not the same as FM frequency shift. Preset, don't have such as a preset. So at the minute we don't have no such thing as a preset. So have we got anything weird on there? No. So I'm gonna have to just put it as just USB. Right, and the default is gonna be right, it's going to be USB is the default. Okay, so current mode FT891S equals mode. So we want to take out the current mode. It's the FT710. And this current, this one's going to be current mode FT891. Okay, that's it then. So all thing is accounted for. Let's put a little note down here. Right, so let's put a note. Problem. No equiv. No equiv. Everything else is good, isn't it? Oh. Data FM. Right, I think that'll about do it. Aye, that'll about do it. Right, let's build it and see if we've got anything that might do it. So build is succeeded, so we should be able to see the screen. Click here to reload the designer. There it is, but we're missing a row. Missing a row, so we're going to have to change the size of this one. Alright, so okay, the height is going to have to be changed. I don't know, let's make it 40, maybe 50, maybe 60. Okay, and we need to make this one the same. Okay, we need some more to move those last few down. So we put them in banks. Oh, these are all over the place. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Back to Homeland and stay there in a couple of months. Okay.
Finland, he's Finnish, yeah. He's Finland. Don't know why the bloody editor did this, stacked them all like that. Must be something I did. This is, they put AI in it, but it's watching me do this, but it's not saying to itself. It's probably saying, what is this guy doing? Right, so we need to 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, let's count them down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've missed it. 8, 9, 10, 11. So we want a space. And then there's another 4 here. Let's go up a bit. Up a bit more. Right, so we need to lower them down. So they're in the right place, they're just not low enough. Let's find out the distance between the other bank. So we've got top is 100. Go back 4. 67. So it's 33 more. So we've got to drop on 33 more. So the top is 1033. That's weird. Why does that come up there? Strange, isn't it? No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. So that's the wrong one. So, what begs the question? Alright, so we've got top, top, top. FMN narrow border. Yeah, that's the last top one. So the left is not right. I must have copied the left, yeah. Okay, so let's put that as 33. Ritty L. Yeah. 33. So let's bring them all down to 33. Right, and then we've got to bring them down. So I could just select that, couldn't I? So that's number 2 and 75. Okay, so we can just come down and do it. So that needs to be 2 and 75. What's the other one? 148 and 221. 148. There we go. Okay, so that should all be good now. The PSK looks different to the rest. It's got a dark background. Dark background and white writing. So we need to change that. So the style is wrong. So we'll go background. It's make it the what colour's the background? It's more like the background we've got at the top. So, is it grey? Yeah, that's the grey. The foreground is white. Okay. But the button, so it's light grey, it's got to be, actually that's wrong. Hang on. Right, so there's no background on that. It's the foreground is white and the background is grey. Okay. Now we've got no border. It's got a border, hasn't it? It has got a border. It's a white border, so the border brush, corner radius, border brush is white. That's better. Right, so that's okay. It's a bit thick. Yeah, it's supposed to be the same as the other bit. Right, so the height's slightly too high now. So we need to shrink it. We need to override the height. So height is I don't know, say 10, 20, 22, and we need to drop it down a bit to compensate. 34. What's that like? Width is too high now, and the still too high. So the height is let's say it's 20. Bring the top down to 35. Right, looks too much. It's not too bad, but the text is in the wrong place and the width is wrong. So the text okay, so we're gonna put a margin on it. We're gonna go minus 1, minus 2. What's that like? Slightly out, so it needs to be height needs to be 21. And this is minus 1. No, something not right. Minus 2. Okay, so minus 1.5. That's better. The width is too wide now. So the width has got to be less, so let's say 100. Too much. 70. It's not bad, so we need to move it across a bit. So the left needs to go to 22. Still not quite right. 23. It's not too bad. No, the top is too low. Top is slightly too low, so it's 34. It's not quite enough. 34.5. Close enough. The border is too thick. Border too thick, so corner radius. So border thickness, it needs to be 1. Is that not enough? Maybe 2. That's better, yeah, better, okay. Right, okay. Does it look like the real thing? Yes. Okay, so we got that, but when we get it selected, what happens to it? Background turns blue. Okay, so it's almost the same. Right, so it's gonna glitch when we come to. It might do. Right, so we'll go over to here, down to here. When it gets to preset, the background of the border has to be grey. Oh, we haven't copied our blue down here yet. Dodger blue needs to go all the way down here. The good thing is I'm getting hungry and I haven't had my tea yet, so that's always a good thing, because, or dinner, if you want to call it dinner, because I'll be just more hungry. So the background needs to grey and the foreground needs to be blue. So swap that round. Foreground, why is it black? Oh, actually, what happens when you select it? So the foreground doesn't actually change colour. The text block foreground doesn't change, but the background goes Dodger blue. So the foreground doesn't actually change on this one. So we get all the way to the top here. When it clears it, we don't change the foreground. We just change it to grey, not bright grey. Okay, that ought to do it. So what do we do now then? What do we do now? We've got to incorporate it in somewhere into the main window. So let's give it the once over. Mode change, rated event arcs. Everything else is band change event arcs. That needs to be mode changed event arcs. Mode change. Mode changed. Mode changed. Okay, I think everything looks good. Right, let's create a control canvas for it. I've got to put a canvas in somewhere. That's banned. I will leave it there, but we'll make it invisible. And code behind. Oh, we could just get rid of it now, actually. Yeah, well, we're testing it. Actually, is that one different on there as well? No, it is the same as that. So I thought they might have made that colour different. No, they haven't. I think I need to add some extra bands in here at some point. We're not limited to that, we can do something else. Right, so we need to go down and find. It's right at the bottom, isn't it? There it is, the band user control. So we can just put that one in there, the same as it. So I've got to go to the top. So we banned user control. We need to do another one of those. And this one's going to be called the mode user control. Okay, that was easy and painless. It's getting easy, isn't it? Mode user controlled. Mode change. Actually doesn't know what that is. Not recognized. Not accessible. Oops. Right, okay. So, oh, we've got our modes up. But it's inside a thing that's not quite high enough. So we need to find out the height. We set it to 166. So this height needs to be 166. And because of that, actually it can just stay there, couldn't it? Yeah, it can stay there. Okay. Preset looks a bit weird now. Yeah, it looks like it needs to go back a touch. So it's okay there. It's up there, but it's down on the other one. Right, okay, I can't help that then. Right, so we need to mode change. Just we need to have a look down here. Oh, that's just what I called it. That's fine. Let's go into the definition, and it'll create a new. I'll put this down here. Copy this code in here. Right, so selected mode code is a selected mode. So selected mode FT891 and this one is selected mode FT891 selected mode code. How we going, Dave? Oh yeah, I'm alright, mate. How are you? How's it going? You okay? Yeah, we're still at it, mate. Still at it. Yeah, still at it. Still doing a bit with getting the mode working today. So this is going to be an int. Selected mode FT891 code. FT710 code. Okay, it's looking okay. So I need probably 2 of these. Change to it's not frequency. Mode is no hertz. So we're gonna choose the mode. We don't really need all this, but I suppose we ought to do another one and have this as mode. Oh, it's alright, I've already got it in there. What's going on? That's weird. Very strange. So I've got mode, check mode, FT891 change to, and then mode 891 change to right, something not right. What's not right? Okay. What have we done wrong? Let's have a look at this other one. Okay, so we've got open, curly brackets, and close. Open, curly bracket, comma, curly bracket, and close. There we go. So then we need to do a cat command for the mode. We should have one for mode already. MD. Right, so this needs to be async. Okay, oh. So mode, we've got two things. Right, so I need to find all references. Let's find one with mode on it. There it is. So I need to copy this one out of here. Right, so we're gonna change. Oh, has it found this? It's just found the one I've done. That's no good, is it? I need to find a different one. Oh, so it hasn't. Where's it looking? Oh, I've never changed the mode yet, have I? I've requested the mode, but I've never changed it. Yeah, because I'm doing that bit now. So, right, they've gone off the frequency. Right, where are we going? Oops. Yeah, so we haven't set the mode, we've only read the mode, so we could probably do it. So we need to set 0 and right, the mode we're going to set is the FT891 mode. Otherwise, if we set the 710 mode, it wouldn't come out right. But we got that just because it's used for selecting. Right, okay, so everything else looks good. Let's see if it'll work. Right, build, let's try it out. Okay, run it up, see what happens. Oh, I know we haven't told it to appear. or disappear, so it's come up straight away. Should be able to use it, but I mean, yeah. Did it change? So we haven't got any way of raising the mode. Let's run it again because we haven't created a button click for it yet. To bring it back up. So if I change the mode to, we're in FM. Let's say, I don't know, lower sideband. So yeah, it's changing. It's working. I just need to make a click button on there now to bring it back, but then we need to hide it when we load the system. We need to change its visibility to hidden. So mode, that's it, so they don't start, and we need to create a, so we need to follow the same idea as the band button. So band down, go to the definition. So yeah, we need to copy this and we need to go into, find that USB button there, or we could change it. No, it's got to be available. See, what normally do is you hold that in, then it comes up, but we want to click on the USB, so let's try and find it. Why is that still show? Because I didn't make it invisible. I'll sort that out in a minute. So let's find the USB bit. It's not in the tab control, it's somewhere else. It's always on show, that is. Right, so it's not there. Must be down here somewhere. So USB, there it is, rig mode to border. So have we got a click on it? We've got no click on it at the minute. So we need to make it into border. It needs to have a click event. So mouse down, mouse left button down. Right, so mouse left button down. We want to call this main rig mode label. Main rig mode. Main rig mode. Label border. Label border. Mouse left button down. Okay, main rig mode, label border, mouse left button down. Main rig mode, label border, yeah, mouse. And we'll open up go to the definition. So we want to paste this code in there. And we want to change it to mode, user control mode. Okay, so mode, and mode, and mode. And mode, come on now, one more mode. Right, everything else is good. that's it then. So let's have a look. It might not like. Oh, we're telling it it's a canvas. It's not a canvas. So that won't work. It'll work, but it'll error. So we're receiving the sender is a. It's actually a border. So we've got to modify that. So border B, sender is a border. Okay, border B, that's it. Now our animated click is expecting a, what's it want, a canvas. Right, it wants a canvas. That's a shame, isn't it? So we could put it inside a canvas, or we could make a new. Don't want to create a new one. Okay, so we've got to do something with that then. The reason we got a border is we've got rounded rectangles. Right, let's do some undoing. Right. Okay, so we're gonna have to make our thing into a. We're gonna have to make that into a canvas. We can put a canvas around it, can we? Let's just try putting a canvas around it. Canvas around it. So we've got main rig mode. It's gonna be not good. Not a good idea. Tell you what, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just see if we can alter, make our animation work with border as well. That's it, that's the answer. Okay, so we're going to go to our animation, click, go to the definition. It wants to see a canvas. So we'll give it to AI. We can send a UI control to it, so it'll animate anything. So where is it? It's using C, so C background, animation brush, C, right, it's not using C again, is it? So let's change this to UI element. UI element, so I call it U. Change that to U. Doesn't have a background. Okay, that's the time to ask some questions. I have a function that passes in an argument as a canvas I need to pass in a border. Can I change? Whoops. Change the canvas and border to a UI control. I still need access to background property. See what it comes up with. UI element. Yeah, it doesn't have a background property. However, if you want a single type of accommodation without casting, you should use control or panel. Wait, there is a slight catch. Canvas inherits from panel and board inherits from decorator. They do not share a common parent. Here's how the hierarchy works. Canvas panel framework at no background. Use a framework element. Pattern matching. Panel, border, control, a framework element. Okay, so we'll pass in a framework element. Doesn't have a background. So if it's a background, what's it doing? So animated brush. Safely assign the brush based on the actual type of control. Animated brush, background. I have no clue what it's doing, but we'll give it a go. Build succeeded. Right, so it's not arguing about the border anymore. Will it work or will it all turn to shite? Right, let's have a look. So, okay, we've still got that. Okay, so that's okay. So we click this. Nothing's happening. Right, we must have is hit test visible turned to off. Let's have a look at that one. Oh, we don't know if it's. Let me just put a. Let's put something there. See if it is actually going in there. Let's turn off the send and click. So it's not responding to a click event. Right, so what is the problem? Rig mode. Left mouse button down. 3 character border style. Hit test visible false, look. Yeah. So that's why I've told it it's not hit test visible. I wonder why that is. Why would I tell it that? So I've just got to put that in here. Is hit test visible equals true. Okay. Let's take off the pause and go for it. Okay, so I should be able to bring up the window now. Let's have a look. So if I click that, nothing. Nothing there. Let's just stop a minute. Click, click, click. Nothing's happening. Oh, we don't need that there. That's only for animating a button. So I don't need that event there at all. I don't need this. That's only if we've got an animated button. Sorry, I forgot. If we want to put a shadow on a button, we don't want to do that. Right, if mouse border visibly is not equal to visible, make it visible. Fade the border out. Hang on. So that's the mode change. Fade the border window out. Why are we doing that? We don't need that, do we? No, I don't think we need that. Oh yeah, we do. If you click on it and you click again, you want it to fade away. Yeah, that's right. So I don't know what is going on here. Let's put a stop in it. See what happens. I've got to go and get some tea in a bit. Some supper, tea, dinner. Right. So we're not getting a click. What have I done? Have I put it in the wrong place? Right, so there's the style. Hit test visible true. Main rig label left mouse button down. It's a border. It's not responding, is it? It's not actually responding. Right. I wonder why it's not responding. I don't get it. Right, so hit test is not visible. Is hit test visible true? false if you don't want it to be able to be clicked. So it's not doing this event. Oh, there must be a hidden text. Yeah, there must be something hidden above it. Something is on top of it. Right, how are we going to do that then? Something is over the top of it. So we need to find out what. So anything in front with a canvas on it. Text block. A canvas. Right, that's probably that one that's bar graph. Right, let's just background. No, background. Pink. Right, there's no pink background coming on. Oh, visibility is hidden. Visible. Right, so that's not causing it. It's not that one. That's not the one. So, is there anything else in front? Let's have a look. Anything else in front now? Right. Right, show you what. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, so let's create a style. Oh, background is transparent. It's not really transparent, so let's create a new one. 3 character display border style. So it's a style and it's border style. So no hit test. Hit with hit test. With hit test. So let's get rid of that. Or I could just say true. Don't know why. I don't think it's that as a glitch. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. Let me try anything. I'll try anything. Try anything once. My chili con carne's getting more appealing as the hours go by. Nah, because I've got something invisible in the way. Let's just switch these out. No, none of them. Have I got the wrong one? Right, so it doesn't want to do a button type. That's weird. So it was nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that then. It's got to be something in front of it. Something's got to be in front of it. Right, so we're going to do this. So it's there. It's the right. I've lost it now, haven't I? tab controls in front of it. Maybe it's the tab control. So background pink. Right, so it's the tab control that's covering it up. Yeah, because it used to be bigger than what we wanted it before. Yeah, it's the tab control. Because we've got stuff in there that needs to be hit test visible. So what we can do is, if we alter the size of that, we're going to have to alter all the controls back again. Unless I tell it to put itself on top. Yeah, I can do that. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make it Z order, Z index. So we'll get the USB thing again. So mode, wherever it is. Right, main rig mode. So, because we want to click on it. I don't think we need hit test visible because it will be visible. I'll leave it in for now. So, right, so Z. Is there a Z property? Z order? No. Why is it not showing me that?
Yeah, good evening, 433-550.
I've used this before. What have I had it on before to bring it up to the front? Oh, these cursors. Right, let's go down here. Simulated waterfall. Span text block. Speed pop up. No. Right hand indicator. There it is. Panel Z index. That's it. Right. Here it is. So Z index panel brings it to the front. Let's try it. Don't know if it'll do it once we've selected something else. So it's not changing it there. That's probably because I brought this to the front. So I might have to bite the bullet and resize the tab. Because originally I was changing the whole screen, now I'm just changing this area. But my tab size is too big. So I'd have to go through the whole thing, bringing everything back up again. Maybe. Yeah. Well, it is what it is. Right, so let's just take that out of there. As soon as you click the new tab, it brings it in front. That overrides that parameter. So I need to go back up to the tab, make it oh, it's transparent. Hang on, let's just pink. Right, it's not showing up. Ah, why is that then? Tab controls pink. So it's was it transparent? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah. It's not showing anyway. So let's make this one background pink. So this canvas, we're going to have to... Oh, it's display canvas style. I don't know if that's being used anywhere else. Go to the definition. There's your height. So we'll keep the display canvas. We'll make one called tab canvas. Width and height. So we've got to make it smaller. I don't know. So let's call it 100 less for now. What we've got to do now is change the display to tab. There we go. I've got to fetch it down now. As soon as we move that down, it's going to move everything down with it. So we've took 100 off it. Don't know if that's enough. So the top has got to have 100 put on it, and now everything's shoved down with it. It's too much, 100 is. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. We can try and click on it though, like that. We'll run it and we'll try and click on it now, if it will let us click on it. It's alright, I wasn't originally going to use it as a button, but alright, so there it is. Yeah, so it will work now. We found the problem. We found the problem, so it will work now. It's moved everything down, so we're going to have to go through all the controls. Is it not working? It's not sending anything, is it? Oh, it is working. It's working, but the display's not changing. It's changing the radio. Oh, I know why. I'm in the wrong mode. Hang on. I can't switch the mode because it's in the way. The graphics are writing over it. So I need to fix that first. Get this sized done. One thing leads to another. Right, so that needs to go up. So we said it was 100. So we're going to come down 10. It's still a bit too much. What about another 10? That's too much. So 8, 7. Don't know. It's close. So 7, 2. Okay, we'll live with that. So I've got to try and work out how far to move everything down now. So I'm on 182. Let's go back and back and back and back and back and back. I think that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, that was it. 197. So 197. Then we're gonna do a (182). So 197 minus 182, 15. So 115 by the looks of it. Or is it 85? 85. So 85. So we've got to move everything back up by 85. I think. So let's get rid of the pink. Everything that's on this control back up by 85. It's funny, we've moved that down. Right, so what's the first thing? Let's have a look. Anything with a top on it. That's the right one now. Anything that's got a top. Right, it's got to be moved up by 85. That would have to be a minus value, so that's not good. Oh, it's a span pop-up window. We can leave that for a minute. We'll sort that out after. Right, so anything with a top on it. Right, so canvas left, top. So we can't actually do this. Or is it plus 85? No, it's not. So it started at the top, and now we've moved it down. It's got to be minus 85. How can you go minus 85? So, actually, the whole thing's in another window. Right, so 72. Here it is. No, that's there. That's the top of that one. Right, this is complicated. So the first thing is display canvas style. So maybe that is. So does it need to be tab canvas style? Hang on. Let's have a look at the styles. Yeah. So this might be easier than we thought. So make that tab canvas style. It's nothing much changed. Right, we might get into a bit of a mess here. That's a span pop-up, so hang on, let's go down here. So they're all offset to something. So there's a border. That doesn't have a style, it has a top. Right, so that's probably what it is. But how can I do 80 odd off that? 85 off that? Doesn't make sense. Let's try changing the border to 2. Didn't make no difference. So that's because that is a pop-up. Right, I'm a bit stuck now. Let's have a look. Background, so it's just a width and height. So it didn't really make much difference. So because it didn't make any difference, I'll change it back to that for a minute. So where is the problem? Got a tab item. It's showing the tab item, so the tab item's too big. So tab control. So we've got a tab control here, still the same size, and a canvas is smaller. So the tab control, for some reason, it's just occupying all the controls within it, so it will shrink as soon as I move them up. We've gone off the old radio. Oh dear. Right, getting groggy now. So they're all based off something, and I need to bring them up 85. So the top is 82. That's okay. So the top is 82. It's 182. Down. Tab control is too big. So I could do a canvas. That's dropping at the top, so canvas is already there. So what I need to do is tab item. So we have a top property on there. So tab item is the same height. This is where it's got all the controls. Display item. So you've got your border, span pop up. If I do background pink, that's occupying all that space. So it's just growing to the size because that's where the last thing is. So I've got to move everything up. So starting at these lines, let's find the lines. Speed pop up, that's not the one. Left hand stop indicator, top 86. So actually that can actually go to 85. I'll do them in a minute though. The polygons, the tops are 85. Okay, so they can go to 0. So so if I say that's moved up there. I'd rather not move that one yet. I'd rather move the line to start with. So let's move the lines. Right, let's make that 0. Right, okay, you got one there. That's the top line. Was that where it was? Possibly not. Right, so let's bring them all up. Oh no, that's got to be 5. And then we got 10, 15, 20. This is where we got to mess it all up now. 25, 20, 30, 35. Yeah, it's a bit more work than I was hoping for, but anyway, it's got to be done. 40, 45. I could do a minus on it, like minus 100 and something onto one of them, but I want it. It's going to cause me trouble in the future. It's going to, when I'm trying to debug stuff, it's going to drive everyone nuts. So Right, that's all then. So we need to go find our white line. Band scope waterfall. So that can be 0 as well. Alright, that's the band, and the waterfall canvas needs to be minus 85, so 15, 55 on that. No, maybe not. Let's reevaluate that. Right, so 85 off that is 55. Okay, what else we got? Yellow sweep canvas 0. Slowly moving them all up. Right, then you got your green cursor 0. Now this is 10 down, so we just need to do 10. Okay. Right, then we've got a horizontal line. Top needs to be minus 85, 15, so 55. Yeah, getting there slowly. What's next? Frequency, so minus 85, 115. Top minus 85. Okay, minus 85, 15. So 117. No. Yeah, 117. Okay. And then we've got minus 85 again. So I've got 15 and 14. 29, so 129. Okay. 129. 129. Okay, so we could be almost there. Might be able to get some tea tonight. Dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it. Dinner, lunch. No, not lunch. Anything but lunch. So that's the end of that. So the station scope is the problem now. So this mode needs to be done. So station scope, so that will be 0. Okay. Canvas select. That's okay. So we can go to the next border. Top border. Right, minus 85. So 15 plus 16, 31. Right, okay. They're contained within, so that's alright. That should be contained within. Right, that's going to be 0. Okay, is that it? Probably not. Right, filters. CW. Decoder, top 70. Right, so what's happened there? That's too tall. Display canvas, so can we do tab? Where's it gone? Where's that? Oh, there it is. Okay, so where's it gone? Ah, top. That's a problem now, isn't it? Okay, so top 0. It's not quite right. Something not right here. Maybe it's okay. I'll sort that out another day. Right, so the next one hasn't got a... Oh, it's display canvas again. Tab. Canvas. So that's your cat command. The height is too much for some reason. Yeah, too much height. Right, something not quite right here. Oh, we've got a margin there. Why have we got a margin on it? So let's go 0. That's better. It was 80, it's slightly out. 84. So I need to go -1. -1. Or is it +1? No, I don't know. I'll leave that there for a minute. Just leave it like that. Right, what's next? Is there anything else? Right, so your cat command count, that can stay there. So, right, here's your band user. So there's your band control. So that needs to be, just need to be 0. Maybe. And this one's 0. That's a little bit over top, isn't it? So what's making that stick down too far? Okay, so we could do with going minus. You can go -20, -10. That'll do, and now this one -10. Yeah, that'll do it. Just about. So let's go -12. Right, so we've got them two there. Okay, so we're about ready to try it, maybe. Let's see if we've wrecked it. Might find stuff printing all over the place now. Shouldn't do, but you never know. Might be something we forgot. Yep, so that's not quite in the right place. Oh, it might be. That might be the signal strength. Ah, that's probably alright. So, we click on that, we bring up mode, we can change mode to whatever we want. LSB. That's because, don't know why it's changed to LSB. That's normal. So lower sideband, upper sideband. It's changing the radio. It's changing the radio. Data L. Data. That's gone to USB because I don't think it has got an upper one. Data FM. RTTY upper, yeah, and PSK is just lower sideband. Actually, no, it's not right because we set it to upper sideband preset. Upper sideband. Why is PSK doing lower sideband? Right, let's have a look why PSK is doing lower sideband. Oh, no equivalent because we've set it to that one. Data FM. So yeah, it's going to be a problem when you haven't got the equivalent setting. So what we'll do, we'll ask the AI to sort that out. Anyway, so let's see what we've got. Let's just see what we've got. We need to get out of this mode really. Let's stop coming into this mode. Mind you, I was working on that, wasn't I? Oh, let's do a scan. Here we go. Okay. Reason we're getting nothing coming out, I haven't got the aerial switched on to the right thing.
London, Japan, America. Your report is South Italy, 591S Italy, Kilo 8, Lima, Japan, America, 5-9. Okay, thank you, 73. Good luck, 73, query,
Okay. So we can... So we might have to alter this to match what we've got. I've just done it like for like, so we're probably not going to be able to have it the same as the FT710. We're probably going to have to map them to what they actually are. Like FM works. FM narrow doesn't do anything. AM both of them just does it, yeah. Actually, I'm changing that, but it's not changing it because the radio won't change it. It won't change because it won't go out of band. You have to force it.
Thank you. 73,
Oh, Richie. Yeah, so we're going to have to sort that out. So we've got band.
Okay, Italy Bravo 1, Juliet, Quebec Delta, correcto?
Let's see if there's anyone on. Let's see if we can... it's not working now. My buttons are not able to work. That's because something's over top of it. Too wide. I think it's that first setting. I think it's that one at the top. We didn't set the... We turned it back again. Yeah, it didn't set the tab canvas on the top one.
Delta Lima 9, Tango Juliet, 5 in Brazil. Thank you.
Yeah, so this one probably. Function menu. No, I think function has to stay where it is. So it's the tab one. Right, so I've got tab canvas there and display canvas here. Needs to be tab canvas, smaller. See if we can get back to the buttons now. So they're transparent, and if they overlap, they stop you clicking on stuff. Ah, we're okay now. No, we're not okay again. We've locked ourselves out, so the scope system, one of them's too high. So go down to the station scope. Tab. Here it is. There it is. Tab. So when we switch the one open, it's overwriting this. There we go. We've got the same problem now on filters. Same problem on filters. There we go. Might as well have a look. Oh, we already set that one. And that one. Yeah, everything else is good. Yeah, we're okay. So we can bring the band up. We can bring the span up. And the speed. Oh, they're too low. They're too low, they're in the way of the buttons. We can bring the mode up. The watts, no watts, but can bring that up and change the watts there. And we can do a scan. We can turn a scan scope off, on. It's a bit of activity tonight, isn't there? It's not dead like it was all over the weekend. Flat. So we need to set the levels and the pots, but that's going to be another day. Right, so we've been going for 3 hours 14, that's going to be enough. So I'll remap that out. I made a bit of a mess that trying to make it match the other one, but let's turn the scope off. 10K. Yeah, if we could set the level. Then we could alter the level up and down here to increase it. Siberia? Oh, I'm so tired. Right, anyway, I'm going to call it a day. We've got the band working. We've got the mode working. Although I've got to change all these to match. Can't have it exactly the same as an FT7 because some of the modes are different. I'll get Gemini to compare the two and see if there's any matches. I can't wait to do the digital noise reduction and filters here. That'll be great. So we can play around with the notch and all sorts of graphics. Anyway, I think that's going to about do it for today. So I'll do what I always do. Mode working. Okay. Oh, it's just disconnecting there. Reconnected. Right, don't know what's going on. I'll wait till it's connected again. Let's say 73. Let's just say 73. 73. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
Is that a question?
Yes.
The question is futile.
My interpretation of the data leaves little room for error. That information is not available.